financing for a limited time only. That's 6 years. No interest, no worries.
How y'all doing out there? I want to welcome y'all back. Welcome some of y'all for the first time to the Tremaine Perry podcast. I'm your host. Some folks call me Trey. Other people call me Tremaine. No matter what you're calling me, long as you're calling me. Here for another live reaction watch along of this week's episode of WWE NXT. But before I continue, don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that bell, subscribe to my YouTube channel. While you're up there, like the videos, comment on the videos, share the videos, and follow me on all your social media accounts. Hope everybody's beating this heat wave. Any second now, we're going to go live on CW for the show. Let's go. Gotta go, gotta show, gotta go, bro. Don't you know?
Suicidal thoughts or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor.
Not owe y'all an apology. All this time I thought y'all could hear the show. Somebody should have said something. I gotta wear my headphones, even though it's distorted, so y'all can hear the show like I want you to. Nobody said anything. I had no clue, so I started going back to the content. Anywho, live to NXT here in a minute.
Trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingress.
Come on. I thought that was
Now's the time for a great deal.
That's John Cena's voice, though.
From the Kelly Blue Book Best Value Brand.
Come on, let's go.
Reserved for select dealers.
No
Hurry to your local Honda dealer today.
Then, woo! If you smell now, acknowledge me. You can't see me forever. Together. $1 million from now.
The time for Lash Legend to rise to the top of this women's division is here. So you other three ladies can step aside because the bougie bully is winning this fatal four-way.
Yeah, so fatal four-way to determine who's the next number one contender to the women's NXT championship tonight. That was a cool little setup for us last week.
For opportunities like these to present themselves. But being a part of the calling has made me realize that there is no glory waiting in the darkness. So I stepped into the light. And tonight, I will take another step towards gold because the calling always prevails. And that just is what it is.
There ain't no if, ands, or buts.
Jada Parker. I know that voice. I'm not watching yet. I'm trying to get myself situated. That's Miss Parker. Miss Parker.
So Jordynne,
Miss Parker just don't know.
Better find somebody else to play with, because I got this on lock. Clocky.
Miss Parker. And then Jordynne Grace is in the match. Oh, wow. This will be a good match tonight. That's the main event. Got to be the main event.
There's nothing.
What it said now. Shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
I didn't come to WWE to not be a champion. Lash, Jaida,
Izzi, Dame, Lash Legend, Jaida Parker, and Jordynne Grace. Winner moves on to face what's her face? Jacy Jayne for the championship. Tonight, we find out who. $1 million from now, I will remember you. $1 million from now, I will remember you. $1 million from now, I won't remember Aaron. $1 million from now, I won't be thinking about Randy's stupid ass. NXT. Oh, we're starting out with Trick Williams. Let's go. Whoop that trick. 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 I like when Booker T does that. I miss that. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Fun fact for those who don't know, Aaron and Randy are people responsible for me not working at Starbucks anymore. That's why I said that about them at the start of NXT. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Ooh, and this started out with the TNA World Championship match between him and he's gonna retain against freaking Briggs. This is no contest. I don't even see why they're even having them as a competitor for the belt. Josh Briggs, really? Out of all the talent on the roster, checking the mic check. Out of all the talent on the roster, checking the mic. Like I said, this is no contest here. It's gonna be one-sided.
Weighing in at 290 pounds.
Sorry again about not having the volume on the show going. I don't show like video footage of the show, but I like to have audio footage of it so you know what part I'm at, so you can be on the same page if you are watching along with the two-screen experience. Me on one screen, NXT on another. But I had no idea when I stopped using my headphones that it stopped having the volume for the show. I assumed when I heard my voice come through, it was the voice of the show as well. And I just got DQ'd from trivia that quick because distracted. Ring the bell.
Right now, Trick Williams that's going out there. They also say when you become champion,
they just toying around, filling each other out. Strong whoop that trick chants coming from the crowd. Even though he's a TNA champion. Athleticism on display by Trick. He's just showing off. Oh, Briggs now with a huge attack, knock him down. So head first into the turnbuckle. Oh, head first into the turnbuckle. Again goes Trick.
I don't know what Inamura was thinking. I guess you got to respect the decision. Who knows?
Briggs closes him in the back.
Shoulders of Josh Briggs because Josh doesn't want to let Inamura down, just like he doesn't want to fail or let the NXT universe down.
And
again, the Dre, there's no doubt Briggs owes everything right
Trick.
to his
tag team. Briggs. Like I said, this is so early going. They're just feeling each other out.
Beyond to try to pull Briggs out of this professional funk that he's been in lately.
Helps to clothesline this Trick, but does not duck it the second time. Briggs tries for the pin. Only a 2 count.
Coming from Briggs, his last singles championship he contended for. You got to go back to last year. Take a look at this flying clothesline from Josh Briggs, nearly taking Trick's head off. But Williams able to survive. But there's something Graves just said. I want to get your thoughts on it. Does this matchup add more pressure?
Counter. Like this chop. Briggs, 2 of them has little to no effect. And Briggs puts them in the corner, flurry of punches.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, losing this match could just crush his confidence. I'm really curious as to the mentality.
Chop to the throat by Trick.
Right now, because we know
and then he hangs him up snake eyes in the corner.
Eager to see Trick Williams dethroned, but I think everybody's sort of under the assumption it's going to be by a TNA wrestler, not Josh Briggs.
Strong submission hold on.
This matchup around after a chop right to the throat and then dropping Briggs face first. And Booker, you know, the return of Inamura certainly,
still
I think
with the submission applied in the middle of the ring.
Trick
had control of the match
because he got a damn title shot, something that he didn't do on his own. So my thing is,
Briggs tries to break free. No, Trick. The question was about Moose. That's why I almost said Moose's name.
Bigger is what he has been saying to Josh. Booker, I got a question for you. How long was it after you separated from your brother as a member of Harlem Heat before your shoulders are down, referee great position,
still with this submission applied,
standing on your own?
So like
you were a real contender. It was a minute because having my brother in my corner for 8, 9+ years, I mean, it was like a security blanket, man. I knew I could go out there and just let it all hang out. So that's the difference.
Something like that. Oh, Briggs with a suplex breaks the whole
big suplex from the challenger again. It was Inamura who pinned Trick Williams last week. It was Inamura who stated that if there was a championship opportunity,
distortion's killing me, but that's the way I can hear the show, so I'm endure for y'all.
Briggs charging back in.
Countered by Briggs, countered by Trick with a clothesline.
Just got caught by by the champ. Briggs just rocked the jaw. You see Briggs is laughing it
I
off.
said Briggs was shrugging it off like it didn't phase him. Trick hits the ropes, clothesline again. Briggs still to his feet, just barely rattled by it. Another time, oh, this time Briggs follows him with a back elbow. Trick with another clothesline. This time it rocked him. No, a Trick back and forth. Drop kick by Trick Williams sends Briggs out of the ring onto the floor. And Amora trying to hype up Briggs. Trick out on the floor now. He's talking smack to Amora all in his face. Tries to go for a cheap shot, but Inamura counters it and sends him boot first into Briggs. Well, head first into Briggs' boot, I should say. I can't even think and talk straight. I'm going to get with it in a minute, y'all. And first commercial break of the night. Thank you, CW, because we got picture-in-picture coverage during this commercial break. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Somebody teach Netflix how to do this. They probably could if they wanted to.
Your Nana smile.
Do a picture-in-picture during a commercial break.
And your mom's work ethic. We all
Briggs backs Trick up into the apron.
But what many of us
Kidney
don't,
first. Punches him in the midsection.
to buy our first home.
Sends him back into the ring.
So we created a down payment assistance grant for first-generation home buyers. Visit progressive.com/open the house to learn more.
What disease is involved in the creation of Candyland? I don't know. It's either measles, mumps, or polio. They're saying polio in the comments.
Which happens
I
to
didn't know
pair
that.
perfectly with our new bucatini.
A disease was created during the creation, discovered during the creation of Candyland.
This
So,
Charmin Ultra
and the
Soft
answer is
Smooth
polio.
Tear has
Which
wavy
disease is
edges.
involved in the
It's
creation of
ordinary square.
Candyland?
Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth
Polio.
Tear
Who
has
is part?
wavy perforations that
Anyway,
tear so much
Briggs
better
in control of
with
Trick.
more cushiony softness. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Sends him head first to the middle of the ring on the mat. Drops it. Briggs goes for the pin. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. Trick kicks out of two. In July 2023, what famous soccer player made his MLS debut in Inter Miami CF? Pele, Lionel Messi, or Diego Maradona? I don't know.
Sadly, windshield chips.
Oh, so huge kick by Trick. Like a spinning.
But at least you can go to SafeLight.com and schedule a fix in minutes.
Pretty as heck, whatever kind of move
SafeLight
that
can come
was.
to you for free. And
They
our
dropped
highly
Briggs. He
trained
felt
techs
that
can
one.
replace
He
your
was taking
windshield
another shots
right
like
at
a
your
champ,
home.
not that one. And now
With
Mountain
flexible payment
ground and
options,
pounding
get
is
fixed
Trick
now
Williams
and
raining
pay
down,
only
punches to the head of
SafeLight.com.
Briggs.
Safe Light
Irish
Repair.
whips him
Jack Daniels starts here.
and then slams him on the mat, flapjack.
To the
1,
fires that create
2,
the sugar
2,
maple chocolate.
sweet. Briggs
Or
kicks
every
out of two.
drop is mellowed until it's
Beatles
smooth
trivia
Tennessee
game.
whiskey.
I ain't gonna rejoin on that
we all
tomorrow.
know by name. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. For those who drink it.
Trick still in control of Briggs.
That's what makes Jack, Jack.
Front face lock
The
applied.
NASCAR Xfinity Series lights up Atlanta with a Friday night
Choking the
primetime
life out of
showdown.
Briggs.
Where Austin Hill looks to defend his home track from a hungry young field. It's go time in the ATL. The NASCAR Xfinity Series this Friday from Atlanta at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
And now we're back to full screen after the commercial break. TNA Championship on the line. Briggs versus Trick right now in action.
Saturday, Noam Dar had to vacate that cup. But man, what action this moment.
Oh, that's right. We got Noam Dar versus somebody for the Heritage Cup. We talk about a cup. That's tonight too.
Rick Williams right on the money. And Briggs somehow
Punches to the midsection by Briggs. Finally breaks that submission.
into this fight. And we learned
Huge back heel kick.
that a former TNA
Puts him on the
champion
mat.
will get his rematch at Slammiversary July 20th in New York. But the question is, who will Hendry face? Will it be Trick Williams? Will it be Josh Briggs?
Trick hits the ropes, tries for the move. Briggs counters it with a body drop. Back body drop.
Turner that the man of mayhem so needed. Briggs is looking fired up and back into this battle.
Back elbow, punch to the face. Briggs is rolling with this offense. Irish whips him.
for some to swallow since history.
Slams him down on the mat and then splashes him.
Big splash by Briggs. No, some, I'm sure you're referring to the TNA roster, who are not thrilled that an NXT superstar holds their top prize.
Goes into the corner with a back elbow on the Trick. Gets the head full speed. Hits him with another running back elbow in the corner. Third time the charm. Nope. Trick knees him in the face instead. Saw it coming. Was waiting for it. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 2. Briggs kicks out at 2.
Just getting that shoulder up.
Like I said, y'all, sorry for not having a volume for the show this whole time. I had no idea.
Out of Trick Williams' book, I think you'll agree. This is showing the maturity of Trick Williams. He's not panicking. He's frustrated, but he understands. Just continue to pour on the punishment. Don't make any mistakes.
I wish somebody had told me that. It was just my voice, no show sound.
Every time I crack a door open, he's right in the big shot.
Yeah, big punches to the face by Trick.
The physicality here.
Briggs counters it, tries to, but then Trick continues the flurry of offense, hits the ropes. Oh, Briggs catches him by the throat and tries to choke slam, but Trick counters it. He tries the axe kick, but Briggs counters it. Tries a powerbomb, and they slip. That move almost ended bad. Choke slam by Briggs. 1, 2, 2. Sweet. Trick Williams gets to the ropes, hand on the ropes to break the pin attempt. This has been a more even match than I thought it was going to be, because I thought it was, I could rope Briggs off. I didn't know he was going to hang like this. NXT, NXT, NXT.
What a way to kick off NXT here on the CW. TNA World title on the line.
Huge shot. And now they're going punch for punch. Probably getting back up to a knee. Still going shot for shot. Surprised you can't hear the crowd going, boo, yeah.
We talk all the time about the importance of adding new layers, new wrinkles to your game plan. We have seen plenty of that with Briggs.
They're going for Briggs, cheering for Trick. Trick with a right uppercut. Counters it, hits with another uppercut. Hits the ropes. Oh, pump kick by Briggs, sends him to the mat hard. And then Trick with a kick to the head. And then a pump kick of his own. And he pop faces him. Oh, Briggs catches him and clotheslines him hard.
What a championship match, guys.
Going to the top turnbuckle. Moonsault. Trick Williams moved out of the way before it connects. And that's the turning point of the match. Trick shot connects. And that is it. That is all she wrote. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Trick Williams for the win. And still the TNA World Champion.
TNA World Champion, Trick Williams.
Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. Whoop that Trick. I knew he was going to retain. This was no contest. Even though Briggs put up a hell of a fight, I knew he wasn't going to beat Trick for that belt.
Trick shot by the TNA World Champion.
Now Trick with the live mic. What he got to say? We might hear Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry might come out here in a minute. Since it's official. Him and Slammiversary for the belt.
Respect on my name. I went from carrying him to carrying 2 brands at the same time.
Oh, wow.
In other words, I'm the greatest TNA champion of all.
His name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I knew he was gonna come out. I believe in Joe Hendry. They love him in London. He gonna blindside him. Yep, he's on the other side. Trick don't see him yet. Yep. Trick doesn't see it coming. He about to get this clothesline by Joe Hendry. And then another clothesline by Hendry. And then he clotheslines him over the top rope to the floor. He just sneak attacked him. I knew it was coming. I saw that. It was like, he ain't coming out through the normal way.
Hendry, unhinged, glued, obsessed with bringing the world title back to TNA.
Wave your hands. What's up with Wesley? Wesley having to get surgery or something?
Tavion. Yeah, despite your best
Showing
efforts.
no quarter catch
Charlie,
crew.
what's this? Admit it, Charlie. You think I'm going to beat Javon tonight. That's why you intentionally hurt me during training.
Charles would never do that. He cares
But
about
they were watching the video on Tavion's phone of like Wesley getting his face work done.
Right, Charles? Yeah, of course we're a family. Look, Tavion is just a training accident, but you're not ready to face Javon tonight. I mean, I'm here. I'm ready. Yeah, I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you, Charlie? But guess what? Doc got me a mask, bruh. So I'm clear. After tonight, you don't have to worry about my well-being. I got this. Oh, isn't that fantastic? Yeah, it is. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Red Sinclair, she's funny. And now we're off to another commercial
Get
break.
out your cameras. You're going to want to remember this moment. Saturday.
I can't believe that's still going on with Saturday. Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. I can't believe they're still going to go on with that match, even though there's all that conflict going on.
John Cena, CM Punk for the undisputed WWE Championship.
It's time CM Punk woke up as champion.
John Cena promoting Rise Above Hate. They need to take a page out of his book over there. Yeah, commercials. Lost my one viewer. They'll be back if they do. If they don't, they don't.
Save hundreds of Liberty Mutual customized.
It's just me.
Are you a caddy?
Trying to
No,
get
I'm a
comfortable,
duck.
y'all.
And that's a Limo. Okay, I'm gonna putt now. Okay, I'm gonna watch you putt. Oh,
Nice birdie.
yes, he is a very nice bird.
Oh no, Limu! The cards!
Like I said, I apologize because I assumed y'all could hear the show this whole time.
Weeding is the worst. But now, with Spruce, you'll see visible results in
Hopefully
1 hour and dead weeds.
You probably will hear me
And
munching
it's
out
safe
for real.
use around
But,
people
oh
and
well.
pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Things were already so
Rather hear me
difficult for my
munching to
mom
these
when she was
commercials.
diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Then she developed agitation that may happen with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. She started verbally lashing out, breaking things, wandering at night. These symptoms were a different kind of difficult, so we asked her doctor for more help.
Briggs is the only FDA-approved medication proven to reduce symptoms of agitation that may happen with dementia due to Alzheimer's disease. Elderly people with
I meant to look at the
dementia
email for the
psychosis have
preview of the
increased
night
risk for
show.
death or stroke.
We just saw
Report
Trick
stiff
versus
muscles and confusion,
Briggs
which
for
can be
the
life-threatening,
TNA World
or
Championship.
uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent.
We know it's going to be a fatal four-way to determine who
weight gain,
advances
increased
to the number one
cholesterol,
contender for the
unusual
NXT
urges,
Women's
dizziness
Championship.
on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness may occur.
I'm glad I asked for help.
Ask your loved one's doctor today about Rexulti. Moments matter.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges.
NXT
It's no
preview. Here's the
ordinary
email.
tear. Charmin
Fatal four-way
Ultra
match
Soft
to determine
Smooth
Jacy
Tear
Jayne's
has wavy
contender
perforations that tear
at
so much
Evolution.
better, with more cushiony softness.
Jordan Grace / Legend.
Enjoy the
Jada
go
Parker
with
and Izzi
Charmin.
Dane will compete
When you know you
in a
made a
fatal
difference
four-way
for
match,
somebody,
with the winner
it's
earning the
very gratifying. You get to
NXT
help them
Women's
and put them in a
Championship
better place.
opportunity at Evolution. The TNA World title will be on the line when Trick Williams defends the gold against Josh Briggs. And just saw that Tony D'Angelo takes on Stacks for the vacant NXT Heritage Cup. Why is it vacant? Noam Dar. What happened to Noam Dar? See, that's messed up. I like Noam Dar. And I guess he got hurt or something happened, and now it's vacant. And they got to determine one of them two to be the new champion. They'll probably Stacks because Tony D already held it. But then again, nobody can be multiple time champion if you win more than once. So it might be Tony D. We'll see.
Become the beast. Big Bad Wolf, the Wolf's Revenge. Make your Summer of Wonder filled with high-energy shows, concerts, and fireworks during Summer of Wonder from June 27th through July 31st at Busch Gardens.
Bear with me again,
the
y'all. I'm
world's
going
most
to update
beautiful
my
theme park. Save up to 50% on
video
tickets, fun
info,
cards, and
my
memberships during our 4th of July sale. Hurry,
description to
offering
put the
soon.
matches,
Looking
and I'm
to get
trying to
stronger?
evolve
This is your
Make
year. Join Planet Fitness today for just $1 down.
things
and
better
save.
than they are for the audience.
We're not slowing down.
Get a better following.
Tomorrow.
We're just going to keep
Bigger
showing up.
following.
Showing up.
Not better, but I got the best following. I gotta get it bigger. Expand my audience.
Join the club today. Just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Offer ends June 27th. Proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes. When you're craving this much goodness, Hardee's All Pork Frisco is 100% Angus beef and 16-hour slow-smoked barbecue pulled pork on toasted sourdough. Hardee's Pulled Pork Frisco Burger.
Now we're back to the show. Let's go.
Combo and individual event tickets for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey on Saturday, August 2nd and Sunday, August 3rd are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
You ready? So, salute that. Joy comes. I'm so hyped you got here.
Oh, it's I tell about this.
You see, I lived in North Carolina my whole life.
I'm typing in this stuff.
Made me a huge Florida Gators fan. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Hey, this year's your year. I mean, we got a lot of returners on offense. Anchoring down the defense. Gators are so bad. Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, Jordan, when you posted that Florida Gator flag at FSU, man, you got me juiced. You got it? Of course you do. You're a lone wolf just like me. Somebody forgot. He's deaf. Miles. Miles born. I heard it. Don't worry. Oh, you heard me? Oh, he heard me. Well, since you're such an active listener, let me give you some advice, Miles. Lester, I don't want your advice. And me and you aren't alike. While you've taken every shortcut possible, I worked hard to get here. You know, Lester, you are your father's son. And that'll never change. Yeah, well, nothing's going to change for you by talking to these losers instead of talking to the king. The Florida Gators haven't done jack in over 2 decades. Hey, man, keep talking crazy, you're going to get hit.
This is king.
Doesn't sound too fun for the king.
I still crack up at, who was it? Was it Noam Dar? But anyway, they rubbed his beard off. They exposed the man as showing as he was wearing makeup at that one match at Battleground, I think it was. That had me rolling.
That four-way matchup still to come live.
Jada Parker getting her mind right, her AirPods in. But your boy is bouncy. Javon Evans making his way out. Young OG. Who you about to face? One fall. Greensboro, another hometown boy. He always come out there with a ball of energy, like a bolt of lightning.
Briggs, is this not a glimpse into the future of the WWE?
He's taking on Tavion Heights. That's right. Because if Tavion Heights wins, he's out of no quarter catch crew. Is that how this stipulation works?
They're only going to get bigger. They're only going to get better with time. And who's the post? Representing no quarter catch crew, weighing in at 260 pounds. Tavion Heights! As a matter of fact, I was Monday Night Raw yesterday, and I was sitting ringside during the day. The name Javon Evans came up on more than one occasion from more than one superstar. Javon Evans is the talk of the game these days, and with great reason. But this also means it's a massive opportunity for Tavion Heights to take Javon's spotlight and redirect it on himself. Certainly able to put himself on the map. And you see that mask again. We heard of the
bring the prayer. Let's go.
Right out of the gate. I like that, man.
Braves, do you believe in Tavion's little training accident? Listen, I don't know what's going on within the no quarter catch crew. Truthfully, it's none of my business, but I am extremely impressed by what I've seen from Tavion Heights. The guy has athleticism, although he was blessed by the gods. Olympian background win tonight. Out of NXT. Tavion Heights right now just control the body of Javon Evans.
High school wrestlers will do. That's what Tavion Heights is known for.
I didn't agree with that one as well.
Gets pin a tempo, he goes for 2.
Look, Evans was standing upright last week when a wager kind of up and
pin attempt. Once again, Javon got it 2.
This matchup again, a win. Heights is out of the NQCC. Evan wants him to be his own man, but even Booker, you can agree.
That mask that Tavion's wearing, it looks uncomfortable. I know it's protected, but it's like riding up his face.
Another inside cradle and another kick out.
big moments.
Still with this pound and ground net-based mentality. Tavion on top of Javon.
This guy, Tavion Heights,
Irish whip with authority in the corner. Puts him back to the mat. Lots of arm smash.
You know why? Because Tavion is sticking to
Goes
what
for
he
a
does.
pin.
Cover.
Two.
And when they get to his ground game, which
Javon
is
kicks
second
out
to
of
none. We
two.
talk about his Olympic
Still working on
background.
the
I think
arms.
sometimes Tavion might be guilty of trying to bite off a little more than he can chew, trying to get a little too cute, a little too fancy. Things are working out great right now.
Not just that triple span.
They're trying to do it. Javon Evans back into this thing.
You gotta do it at least one time. Take that trip to the Orient. And this man right here got a lot from that.
Back to the mat, working on the arms. A lot of submission-based, mat-based offense.
Heights has an anaconda squeeze on that arm. Heights is smothering Javon right now, and I don't know that Javon's ever really experienced someone with this level of pure mat wrestling skill.
Modified top of his lock there by this guy.
Javon almost back to his feet, trying to break his hold. Back to his feet.
Talk about precision tactician. This guy's definitely got
arm drags him out of it.
He's prolific. That's Javon Evans.
Tavion puts him up.
A little bit of separation.
Javon almost countered it with a 2 count.
And a kick out by Tavion. Right back up. Trying to put Evans
Springboard crossbody by Javon. He finally get back in this thing.
Too much off of Tavion. And Booker, how has Evans truly matured since his debut?
The boy is bouncy with that Hurricane Rana. Assisted with the ropes. Sends Tavion out onto the floor. And we know how Javon works. He's about to jump on him. He hits the ropes, head full of steam, leaps over and jumps on Tavion Heights, dropping him to the floor outside the ring. No quarter catch, threw off, standing over and checking on him. They short it again in an instant replay, slow mo, work of art, poetry in motion, like I always say. We're off to another commercial break.
Hang on a second, fellas.
Watch NXT Tuesday for a special look at the new movie Jurassic World Rebirth. Survivors
the only reason I watch Jurassic World is because Scarlett Johansson's in it. It's the same story. We know this story.
Give me the sauces, grab the chicken strips. Let's dump them in there.
It's like Spider-Man. How many times you tell that same story over and over again?
And we're team members at our local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing you'll love about the Chick-fil-A chicken strips is dipping them in our sauces. My sauce is the barbecue sauce. If you wanted to add sweet, tangy flavors, there's nothing like it. I love the garden herb ranch sauce, but if you want a little bit more kick in the spicy side, you can mix it with buffalo sauce. I want to get all those flavors from the sauce with my chicken strips. Dipping them in our sauces, it is perfection.
Real team members paid for their testimonials.
Did you ruin the portrait? No, Nai, it's that.
Oh, that's nothing. We've got a new bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you
Sorry
can
again for not having the volume for the show this whole time. I had no idea.
One sheet keeps working while ordinary brands fall apart.
Nice.
But I got it back home now.
Sorry, did not compute.
Like I said, I'm still new to the podcasting thing.
Quick and picker up. America's #1 trusted paper towel.
Go back and listen and watch the videos after I put them out.
Being so lightheaded I could barely stand. Good thing my crew nudged me to get checked. Turns out I have AFib, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
My heart would race just taking my son to practice.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness could come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you notice one or more of these symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
This is no time to wait.
I didn't know that was how your computer knew everything.
The irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to taking it?
It ain't my dad's razor, Dad. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This green bar releases trapped hairs from my face.
Game changer.
While the Flex, this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke for the ultimate Gillette shaving experience.
The best the man can get is Gillette Labs.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But at least you can go to safelight.com and schedule a fix in minutes. With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later. Only at safelight.com.
Introducing Full Navy Active. New styles, new colors, new stretch, new feel. Full Navy.
Got my description
My kids
updated
can't
to
hide
the
anything from me.
current matches happening tonight.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond texture that's
Something
more
I should have been doing this whole
and it
time.
cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
This Monday, these two are legends of magic. You might think they know every trick.
Looking for jaw-dropping illusions?
This is hopefully the last commercial.
Just
We'll go back to the show.
perfect. An illusion.
There is no doubt that you fooled us.
Just like now, I got all the links to my socials on every video I put out now.
On the CW.
All right, full screen, back to the show. It wasn't picture in picture, it's me going back to full screen on my end. Knife edge shot go woo on Tavion Chike's chest. Taking blow for blow, shot for shot. Hitting them as hard as I can. Now it's just all Javon with offense now. Lighting Tavion up. Irish foot. Oh, Tavion clothesline Javon. Turn him inside out with that. 1, 2, 2, 3. Javon kicks out of 2.
That was impressive. You can see Red and Charlie look a little surprised, but right now, look, I think you agree with me.
Now up in the farmer's carry. Javon shimmies out though. Waist lock. Counter. Tries for a German suplex. Javon countered that with an elbow to the face. Yeah, headbutt using the mask to his advantage in a German suplex. Only got the 2 count on Javon. He kicked out.
I mean, obviously, no corner catch crew aren't going to be completely content until they escape with a W. But Tavion Heights right now is dominating Javon Evans.
Javon countered this German suplex, goes for another pin, only a 2 count.
I think that's what Javon's going to have to do. He's going to have
Goes to clothesline, hits the ropes, kicks Tavion in the face.
Kick between the eyes, and now Evans trying to put down Tavion. Tavion fighting for his
Kick to the face again. Even though he's wearing that mask, it's still going to do some damage. Javon leaps up to the springboard, spinning crossbody off the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Javon Evans for the win. Which means Tavion Heights is still part of No Quarter Catch crew. That says a lot about the dudes not wanting to be working with Charlie Dempsey if they want out of No Quarter Catch crew so bad.
And delivered a beautiful twisted splash from the top turnbuckle. But guys, my takeaway from tonight, Tavion Heights. What an impressive performance.
Who's blindsiding him? Oh, the monster Jasper Troy just hit Javon with the Abyss Slam.
Jasper Troy just flattened the young OG. Jasper Troy making his presence felt.
The monster.
More time and grace.
He's outballing No Quarter Catch crew as he walks by and leaving the ring area.
From LFG, he has backed up everything
Wow.
he said he would do. He would make an immediate.
The monster.
Jasper predicted the future perfectly, and I think Jasper Troy is going to be a major force here in NXT and beyond. Oh my God! Well, as we try to digest what we just witnessed and Javon Evans being attended to right now, let's take a deeper look at what's going on inside what was the family of Tony D'Angelo.
They just tell more of this backstory, what happened with Tony D and the D'Angelo family. Had accidental shot by Luca Crucifino last Tuesday.
No, he was trying to hit Stacks.
Tony, how many times I have to tell you it was meant for Stacks? Well, how about I get able to get you a match with Stacks, huh? Tony, what are you doing? I don't want to face that because you're working with him. Stop accusing me. Prove it to me.
All right, enough. Stacks already has a match next week against Norm Dar for the Heritage Cup.
Why does he get a cup match?
Because he mentioned the last person he beat was a former Heritage Cup champion. And because his consigliere signed off on it.
It's what? I mean, Tony, I swear I have nothing to do with this, Tony. Unbelievable. T, you can check the documents. My name isn't signed on anything.
Due to injury, Noam Dar will not be able to compete this Tuesday and will have to relinquish the NXT
Tony,
Heritage
you
Cup.
you told me
This
to prove
Tuesday
my
stands to
loyalty.
compete in a match to crown
So
a
I
new
did
Heritage
just
Cup
that.
champion.
Able to confirm this. Tony D'Angelo versus Stax Lorenzo this Tuesday for the held-up NXT Heritage Cup.
What happened to Noam Dar, though?
Become a two-time
What's been a
Heritage
house
Cup
show?
champion, while simultaneously being able to beat the snot out of Stax. Not bad, Luca. Now, I wouldn't say we're all the way there in terms of trust, but we're well on the way.
I will prove that you beat Tony D in that order. Now I get to take the Heritage Cup that used to be his and make it mine. So I got one thing left to say. Luca, thank you. My consigliere.
There's so much drama between them.
The vacated Heritage
Been that way
Cup
for
is on the
months.
line tonight as we are live in Orlando, and WWE podcasts are loaded. This
Oh
week.
man, I forgot to listen to Raw Recap. I forgot about that. Listen to that later tonight.
And then a new episode on Thursday at
Been too busy listening to the Eyes Up Here. Queen Stream podcast.
And then, of course, follow up with a Raw
It's a
Recap.
good. I'll put her over every time. Eyes Up Here with Francine from ECW. That podcast is amazing. That's what I'll be listening to.
This is the revolution.
Ricky Saints. He's making his way to the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 200
Who he
pounds, Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints cleared and ready to compete here tonight. And NXT on the CW is presented by Progressive.
That crowd participation, though, that hypes me up every time I'm in the show. Even at home, crowd participation has always been something. Makes you feel part of the show. Ashante the Adonis, that's who he's facing?
An injury somewhere like your trachea, your throat, that can do a lot of long-term damage to your
Oh, yeah, I remember now. They had a fallout backstage last week, a week before last. Ashante's stupid because he had Carmen Petrovic, yo. How you ruin that?
You know, Booker takes a lot of
Gotta
credit
be
for
stupid
a
to ruin a
lot
relationship
of
with her.
people here in NXT helping guys away. He took credit for those dance moves. You teaching those dance moves there, bud?
Just like my homeboy says, you never know. She could be full-blown psycho. You never know. Closed doors.
Well, Briggs, can you explain to me how Adonis believes he and Saints have a lot in common? Because I don't see many parallels.
I'm not going to say the other part. They
I don't
said,
know what Shanti
Vicky Derrico, that referee, she's so cute. Ring the bell. Ring the bell, honey, because you was shucky ducky quack quack. Ricky Saints taking the fight to Ashante. Knife edge chops him in the corner. A different corner, taking the fight to him. Ashante fighting back now. Oh, Ricky Saints needs to do midsection. Stops from winning. So he offense of his own. Knife edge chop go. Woo! On Ashante's chest. Puts Ricky Saints in the side headlock. They hit the ropes. Saints breaks the hold. Ashanti jumps over him. Ricky Saints jumps over him. Running around each other. Ricky Saints kicks him in the chest. And then, whoa, huge right punch to the face. And now he sends Ashanti head first into the turnbuckle.
tell Ricky Saints what he should
Ducks
do.
the punch.
Ricky's cleared.
Hooks the arm.
Compete, then Ricky wants to compete. Let him
Goes
fight.
up to the top turnbuckle, walking the ropes. Undertaker style and Damian Priest style. No, Elijah. Elijah's the one that walked the ropes, not Damian Priest. Well, I think Damian Priest walks the ropes too. Everybody be fighting Undertaker style. Anyway, Ricky Saints in control of the match going into the
Good
commercial
news,
break.
all you hot sauce toting,
We
red
put
pepper
that
flake
in the
loving
description
fans
as
of
well.
heat.
Ricky Saints
Olive
versus
Garden's Create Your Own
Ashante.
Pasta has a limited time spicy 3-meat sauce with all the fire and flavor you've been craving. Not here for the heat, just pair your go-to sauce and pasta. Or give our new bucatini a twirl. All starting at $12.99. So hand over that hot sauce and leave the heat to us. Did you know 80% of women are struggling with hair damage? Just like I was. Pantene Miracle Rescue Deep Conditioner with melting Pro V curls. Locks in moisture to repair 6 months of damage for resilient, healthy looking hair. If you know, you know.
Sorry again, guys, for not having volume for the show this whole time. I had no idea y'all couldn't hear it. I assumed
is a hot
y'all could hear it and my voice.
Is a not flash.
But
Biosa,
I'm back to
the
where I like
number
to be
one
now.
prescribed hormone-free treatment approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause. With hormone-free Biosa, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes. Biosa reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night. Biosa can cause serious side effects, including liver problems. Your doctor will do blood tests before and
Sorry,
during
not sorry.
treatment.
You can
Stop
munching on
Biosa
my
and call
food
your
too.
doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more tired than usual, decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Biosa if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor
wait.
about hormone-free Biosa.
I'm getting tired of you guys watching this WWE and Maven Huff and saying Maven here. Is that really the Maven? Used to be WWE Maven watching me right now. Yo, what's up, Maven? Saying that just made my day if that's really you, bro. First off, I'm going to say, then Sergio, you need to just be tired because I'm not going to stop watching. You just
Saturday, July 12th,
gonna have to be tired
storms into Los Angeles as their quest
because
for glory
I'm not
continues
gonna stop watching WWE.
long. The AVP League, live from Los Angeles, Saturday, July 12th.
Hey
8
Maven,
Eastern,
bro,
5
is it really
Pacific.
you?
The National Desk, a network of nearly 4,000
Yo, that's amazing.
journalists
Maven,
cover America's news.
former WWE wrestler, watching my stream. That is incredible. That just made my day. That makes me literally know I'm doing something right there.
It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style from the Kelly Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 2.99% APR on 2025 Pilot.
I'm incredibly grateful to know that these lottery funds help support our staff members
Wow.
at school. Mr. Murphy, he definitely goes above and beyond his role as a
Maven,
custodial staff at the school.
No way.
You know,
My mind is
you can be that role model for a
blown
child.
at that
Get
point.
the kid to believe in themselves and kind of encourage them that they can make it.
You were an awesome wrestler, by the way, dude. Like I was watching your podcast. I watch your stuff every now and then, baby. The insight, behind the curtain that you share with us, giving us a glimpse of what's really like, how things really are.
Travel can be a nightmare.
I tune in as much as I can.
Luckily, you rented your
Wow.
car on Turo.
Wow.
Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
All right, any second now we'll be back to the show. Let's go. And there it is. Ricky Saints, Ashante the Adonis, going slugfest, like you just said, in the middle of the ring, going shot for shot. Vicky DeErica, man, she's so cute. But anyway, there's a match going on. I need to get my attention. Oh, DDT by Ashante. Picks him up in the fireman's carry. And then drops him with a fireman's carry drop, like a burning hammer almost. And only gets a 2 count on Ricky Saints.
Camera didn't show it. I looked for the monitor. He grabbed his throat, grabbed his face. Gotta wonder how much is left now in the body of Ricky. We know you're not a big fan of Ricky Saints, but you got to give him some credit. Coming out here tonight, fit fresh off of an injury and holding his own, able to kick out of the best that Ashante's thrown at him.
Ashante backs him into the corner and then sends him head, sternum, and chest first into another corner.
Always think about take somebody's spot. That's what he's thinking about right now. He's thinking about taking Ricky Saints' spot. He's gonna bless it here tonight.
You see the QR code in the bottom right part of your screen. Who will be
Still working on that chest and upper body of Ricky Saints.
Still to come, Stacks Tony D'Angelo for the vacated Heritage Cup, as Adonis has been in control of this matchup here against Ricky Saints.
Third time the charm. Nope. Ricky Saints counters it, sends him sternum first into the turnbuckle. And then clotheslines. Another clothesline. Ricky Saints rolling.
This is a display of toughness. Ricky Saints receiving the praise.
Countered by Ashante, countered back and forth. They're going. And then Ricky Saints finally nails the move he was trying to pull off.
Couldn't stop that time. And Saints coming right back. They're looking for a front baseline with a little
huge tornado DDT to Ashante.
Nice job by Saints to get it down.
Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3.
Still not
Ricky
enough.
Saints gets the 2 count on Ashante.
Take a look at this.
My goodness.
Athleticism.
All right, enjoy watching her on Wednesday nights. I'm so glad I get to see her on Tuesdays.
But it wasn't enough to end it in favor of Saints just yet.
Best looking ref in the business.
NXT Universe trying to rally Ricky Saints here. Saints ducks and close.
Oh, spear by Ricky Saints out of nowhere. That's a turning point of the match. Yeah, like you just said, beginning of the end, I have a feeling. He's got him up in the huge slam for his finisher, and that is it. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Ricky Saints for the win. You could have counted to 10.
Here's your winner, Ricky Saints. Booker, in your own words, give it up one time for Ricky Saints. Give it up for it. The medulla is okay. Revolution has returned.
Wait, this can't be the same Maven because you only got 1 subscriber, bro. You're an imposter. I thought you were the real deal. You had me excited. I'm still excited. But I thought the real Maven got more than 1 subscriber. I'll tell you that much.
We've been doing this.
Now we got Ethan Page vignette.
Now, apparently, Ethan Page's video didn't work.
Oh! And the distraction on the Titantron. Now he just blindsided Ricky Saints. The real Maven Huffman has 683,000 subscribers. You, my friend, are not the real Maven. But it still makes my baby get some kind of views. Oh, the way he sold that move, unless that was really Impact. I don't like Ethan Page. That's still the killer. Ever since he did that mess with Javon, broke his jaw, I don't like it.
Time for tonight's NXT Focus, presented by Progressive. So what y'all forgot about us? Just because y'all ain't seen this don't mean we ain't been making
Dark
moves.
State.
Can we stay skinny? The shiny new toys got your attention, huh? I mean, that's understandable, right? That's only gonna help us.
Yeah, that's right, Oaks. We got something hot cooking up for y'all. Just wait.
And we gonna get their attention back.
That's right. And when we do, Dark State's gonna be front and center.
Oh, buddy, you did that?
Oh, yeah.
That's how he was. Hot boy. Wait for it to boil over and burn this whole brand to the ground. Because when Dark State strikes, absolute chaos and destruction. Ain't nobody said.
Oh, Obafemi making his rounds, walking around the back arena.
Obafemi addresses the NXT Universe next.
We get to hear from him after the break.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle.
Applesauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, drippy fingers, deviled eggs, and empanadas, red and green. Jambalaya, jars of kimchi, lemonade, and cheesy beans.
It is 4 rolls in 1, so it lasts longer and proves that the roll never runs out.
Oh, nachos, oven, pumpkin, bits, and coffee, whippers, spotted bladder, sneezes, taco, Tuesday, upside down, big kindle, the wood, waffles, eggs, and yogurt, TV, molly's, glass of cinnamon.
Bounty, quicker picker-upper, America's #1 trusted paper towel. Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, Dad. Oh,
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Get it fixed now and pay later with flexible payment options only at safelight.com.
Jack Daniel starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. Made by those who pour everything into their craft. And that's what makes Jack, Jack.
Oh, tweeting is the worst. But now, there's Spruce. You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
What you want to do is save hundreds when Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
That's
This heat wave is something else, y'all. I was out there earlier today running my errands. It's hot.
Only pay for what you need.
It's hot.
My scalp needs a little extra love, so I'm trying Head and Shoulders Bare. Welcome to your new scalp. Head and Shoulders Bare helps soothe your scalp and controls itch, dryness, and flakes. All with no sulfates, silicones, or dyes.
Head and Shoulders.
We asked people who said they've had Domino's stuffed crust pizza before to compare it to our new stuffed crust.
Better than the one they have for
Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Are you serious?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
This is phenomenal.
My kids can't hide anything from me.
I'm home.
Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Tahini, the irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to tahini?
I made the decision to move here to be with you. Look at the crossing. No, with that choice.
Get out. He had me. He had me. He sold me on that.
Things have really changed.
It's like me assuming that y'all could hear the volume for the show this whole time. I assumed that was real, maybe.
Think about what comes next.
I want to retire.
It's easy to overlook the little things in life. I don't know how this relationship is going to work if you won't be honest.
Did you mean that? Living in the moment. Why not live in the moment with me?
Do you think I'm making the wrong decision?
That's a question you're going to have to answer for yourself. I need you to give me a chance.
You were right. I haven't been honest with myself. You're going to wake up one day and realize that I'm not what you want.
All right, we're back to the show now. And we get to hear from Oprah Femi. Yep.
Live on NXT. With the ruler and the destroyer.
Ooh. I like how he struts to the ring. It's kind of like that Penta strut, but more pep.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the NXT champion, Oprah Femi.
The ruler.
We are about to learn what is on the mind of our NXT champion.
You know what? Because that there stomping, way digging, Jack.
Say it, boy. No bread, no water, just meat. Surprised he didn't say it.
Since January the 7th, 2025, I have been your NXT champion. And in that time,
I put down any challenger that stepped forward to oppose me. The best from NXT, TNA, Raw, SmackDown, one by one they came, and one by one they fell. And do you know what that makes them?
Ooh.
That makes them footnotes
Ooh.
to my legacy. Capable contenders, but footnotes. And now I sit comfortably at the top of the pedestal. But this is where it gets
We're going to interrupt this section.
Because any man in my position will start to rest on his laurels, will start to coast and bask in the euphoria of his victories. But the ruler is not just any man now, is he? I get restless when I'm idle. I get restless when there's no contenders, when there's no competition, because I crave the fight. I enjoy the fight. I embrace the fight. And I need challengers. So any man who thinks they are worthy to take this title from me, any man who thinks they can stand up to the ruler himself, this is your opportunity. This is your moment. The ruler is ready.
Who is this?
And it doesn't appear he has to wait long.
Inamura, Yoshiki Inamura. Out of all the people that come out right now.
Did they include the ruler?
I came to NXT to chase glory. Just like you. But when it did not come, I went home to Japan. I realized all the things I missed. My partner, Briggs. My best friend, Briggs. But I also missed NXT.
He still reminds me of the dude from Mad TV. His name's Turn.
I love NXT. I love the culture. I love the passion of the fans. I want to pay them back by becoming NXT champion. I want bigger, and you, the title, are bigger. Mr. Inamura, you know, one thing that we both have in common is that we both know what it's like to be strangers in a different place. And I made this place my home a long time ago. And ever since then, NXT has been my kingdom, and I've thrived ever since the beginning. And that's where we're different. Because you, upon coming here, you've had your fair share of struggles that made you go back to Japan. But that is why they have embraced you. Because you came back. You turned the tide, and you did it all with a smile on your face. But you can't fool me. You can't fool me. I see beyond that smile. I know that under that is a fighting warrior. Is a man with a warrior spirit who craves the fight, just like me. So Inamura, you want to fight for their honor. Big mistake. Because when you face the ruler, you will fall just like everybody else. I am ready.
He gonna get his ass whooped.
When you talk about passion, feel it right now.
First, Briggs gets a title match, major title match. Now Inamura, like they're not even mid cards. They're like you know, opening acts. Oh, who's this? Oh, Jasper Troy just blindsided that boy. Making another statement. Second time tonight. Face to face with Oprah now. Wow, he just dropped in the world like there was nothing. Ran him down.
Can Femi even withstand a rematch with Troy?
Wow. Tatum Paxley now.
Hey, Tatum, I have something for you. For me?
Jayne.
Of course. And I actually have a question for you that I'm a little nervous to ask. But how do you feel about being in my corner tonight for the main event?
You want me in your corner?
Yeah,
You cannot be serious right now.
Cora J,
If
not
Tatum
Cora J,
wants to
Soul
believe
Ruka and
Izzi is
Zarya.
being genuine, then let her.
Glad to see someone still not bitter about the loss last week. Sorry, I must suck knowing that the only championship you're going to get close to is the one you're sharing with your best friend. Tatum, if you'd like to join me, I'd love to have you.
She's actually going to do it. Acting like she's going to do it. Who's this?
Izzi, who's your friend?
The Culling.
Tatum, meet Spears and Nico.
Izzi's told us so many good things about you. Are you ready for tonight?
Of course I'm ready. Tatum, I'm hoping you'll join me ringside.
I'll be there.
And what about you guys?
We have something in the works.
Like you, Izzi, we too have our eyes on some gold.
Come on, Tatum.
Tatum just elated that she got a friend. Now we got that Tony D. Channing Stats Lorenzo match to determine the new Heritage Cup champion.
It's the NXT Heritage Club Championship. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 240 pounds, the Dog of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. Heritage Cup was vacated over the weekend. Don looking to become a two.
I still don't know what happened with Noam Dar from that vacated to begin with, though.
You got a target on your back now. It's gonna get a whole
Yeah, LFG were crazy this past Sunday, yo. Booker T were mad.
You ride him. Newbies, impressive. Ready? It ain't gonna be none of this messing around.
Booker T was pissed. He stormed out of the arena, out of the building at the end of the episode. He was mad.
Tonight's episode of NXT is presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, and motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
Graduates, today you enter the real world, ready for whatever lies ahead, except for the following, which you are likely to find exceedingly difficult. Going to a 9-to-5 job, doing your taxes, putting on a duvet cover, taking off a duvet cover, realizing you're never going to go to the gym. This guy knows what I'm talking about. In summary, life is hard, but saving money by bundling your home and auto with Progressive is easy. Oh, yeah, deciding what's your dinner every night for the rest of your life.
Tajín chamoy sauce, that tangy taste explosion with a fruity kick, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to Tajín it?
My scalp needs a little extra love, so I'm trying Head & Shoulders Bear. Welcome to your new scalp. Head & Shoulders Bear helps soothe your scalp and controls itch, dryness, and flakes. All with no sulfates, silicones, or dyes.
Head & Shoulders.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flavor at Burger King.
Notice I'm wearing different glasses than last night, too. Those are getting on my
But
nerves.
the struggle is
I'd rather wear my old prescription that fits my face and no
Zivo
slide down
attracts and traps
than wear
bugs
those ones that were
24/7
irritating.
using a blue and UV light with no odor and no mess for effortless protection. Zivo, people friendly, bug deadly.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, she came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have an open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications.
I have a smorgasbord.
Got so tight. She said,
popcorn, got fruit,
a lot of money. Save that
cookies.
extra $200-300 a month. You do the math. The money we're able to save with using GoodRx, we're able to do all these extra activities. She can hit hard too for a little skinny thing. So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
This Charmin Ultra Soft Smooth Tear has wavy edges.
Wonder who gonna win this
It's no ordinary
stacks.
square. Charmin Ultra Soft
D'Angelo
Smooth
match.
Tear has wavy
Who
perforation
y'all
that
think gonna
is
win?
so much better with more cushiony softness.
I feel like Luca Crucifino will get involved, but not that much.
Good news, all you
Regardless
hot
of the
sauce
outcome.
toting, red pepper flake loving fans of heat. Olive Garden's Create Your Own Pasta has a limited time spicy 3-meat sauce with all the fire and flavor you've been craving. Not here for the heat? Just pair your go-to sauce and pasta. Or give our new bucatini a twirl. All starting at $12.99. So hand over that hot sauce and leave the heat to us.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten.
Girl, this one works. Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to keep for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series lights up Atlanta with a Friday night primetime showdown. Where Austin Hill looks to defend his home track from a hungry young field. It's go time in the ATL. The NASCAR Xfinity Series this Friday from Atlanta at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
WWE takes over Atlanta this July with Saturday night's main event and Evolution at the State Farm Arena. Individual event pre-sale tickets are available now using the code WWE2025. Tickets on sale to the public tomorrow at 10 a.m. only at Ticketmaster.com.
Trick Williams in the locker room, texting on his phone.
Let me holler at you, dog.
Who's this, Wesley?
Look, Joe got me messed up thinking I'm going out like that.
High rise.
After everything that happened last week, about last week, we had a lot going on in the match. A lot going on? Yeah. Look, I had things taken care of last week. Next thing I know, Yoshi hit a splash from the damn ceiling. He almost broke my ribs out there. Didn't know about that. Then what happened tonight? Look, I pinned Briggs, and the average Joe just comes out of nowhere. He just appears.
And look, and that's what I came in here to talk to you about, man. Look, I just left Ava's office. And next week, we're going to find out how much people believe in him when I'm whooping Joe Hendry's ass.
Sure.
No. Because he said his name was looking around on Bay Street and appeared.
I like the sound of that. Yeah. I tell you what, you take care of Joe Hendry next week. Matter of fact, y'all take care of Joe Hendry next week. Then I'll owe you one.
Ain't nothing but a thing, dog.
Yeah. That's over. You know what I'm saying?
NXT on the CW is brought to you by Jack Daniels.
Because it's 3-on-1 at that point.
Responsibly. Sounds like we got a showdown taking place next week, but we're about to have one here in moments.
That's then. This is now.
For the Heritage Cup Championship.
We got Stacks making his way to the ring. Accompanied by who? He's got like 3 different goons with him. Different no names, but still.
The Underboss, Stacks Lorenzo. Briggs, to be fair to Stacks here.
Why? He got 3 people with 3 bodyguards.
Tony, he was prepared to face no MDR. How difficult do you think that would be for him to switch any sort of game? Why do you feel the need to make excuses for Stacks Lorenzo? The bell has to be the drum, Vic. I'm just asking. Has been hoping, dreaming for this moment where he can take down the Don of NXT and move on with his life. Get out of the shadow of Tony D and become Stacks, the man who stands on his own.
Ring the bell.
Guys, it is Channing Stacks. Lorenzo.
Oh, they going at it already. Fisticuffs, brawl. And this is gonna be under Heritage Cup rules too. There's different rounds, 3-minute rounds. Oh, Stacks goes to the corner with authority. Follows it up with a clothesline as Tony D. Punches to the midsection, punches to the face. And a cheap shot, raking the face to Stacks. Nice. Punching Tony D in the stomach. Now one in the face. Brings him out to the center of the ring. A try for a suplex. Nope. Tony D counters it. To an arm lock. Punches him in the face again. A lot of bad blood in this match right here. Stacks out on the apron. Tony D ducks the punch. Arm drags him back into the ring. No arm drag, but arm toss, whatever it is. Oh, it's almost like a German belly-to-belly suplex. The Stacks counters it. Tony D sends him to the ropes. Stacks ducks the clothesline. Tony D with a back body drop on him. Oh, and then Stacks throws him head first into the turnbuckle. Shots to the midsection. Bunch of kicks to the ribs.
3-minute rounds, first 1 to 2 decisions. A disqualification ends the match. There is a rest period in between the rounds.
And now Tony D catches him with a belly-to-belly throw. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Look, I say to hell with the neighborhood. To borrow one of your lines, this should be about champagne.
Front face like a fire, like some try for a suplex. Stacks backs him into the corner. Bunch of right forearm shivers. Knee to the face.
How good it feels for Stacks to win a championship set over Tony D'Angelo.
Oh, running knee strike by Tony D. Stops Stacks in his tracks.
Lorenzo, his former underboss, and Tony held that cup for nearly 100 days, but might have done more damage to himself than to Stacks just moments ago as we're inside the final 40 seconds here of round number 1.
Now they're going shot for shot again in the middle of the ring.
To break down.
Bedlam. Lucas press by D'Angelo. Pounding the ground.
Come on, Ref. Do your damn job.
10 seconds left in the round. It's going to end in a deadlock.
Still standing toe-to-toe center of the ring. And round number 1 comes to an end. Get in there, Ref.
Ref can't even hardly separate. They're still fighting. Yeah, that first round ended in a stalemate. Nobody got a fall.
But the round rules are here to keep Tony and Stacks disciplined in this matchup. To keep them focused on the task.
Tony D has no corner man with him. Stacks got 3 goons in his corner helping him in between the rounds. All right, second round starting now. D'Angelo drops to the mat, rains down right hand. Front face lock, punches him in the midsection, hits the ropes, running forearm. Stacks hanging up on the middle rope, lures him in, back elbows him in the midsection, goes to the apron. Tony D spears him out off the apron to the announce table. Throws him back into the ring. Hits the ropes. Another spear by D'Angelo. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. First fall. First point goes to Tony D'Angelo.
Talk about an immediate impact.
Man picks up Stacks. Literally throws him into his corner where his freaking cornermen are. And now we're off to another commercial break.
Did you ruin the project? No, Nai, it's that.
Ah, that's nothing. We've got new Bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less, and it holds up better even when wet. So one sheet keeps working while ordinary brands fall apart.
Yes, it's good.
Now where's that clean up button?
Sorry, did not compute.
Get more done with one Bounty.
The quicker picker-upper, America's #1 trusted paper towel.
Safe like repair.
Perfecting your swing is hard.
Nice shot, man. Oh. Safe like replace.
But replacing your windshield doesn't have to be. Go to safelight.com and we can come to you. Sick. Our highly trained techs can replace your windshield where you are, even if that's right in your driveway.
Have a good day. I love you.
With flexible payment options, get it fixed now and pay later. Only at safelight.com.
Safe like repair. Safe like replace.
Woo! Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to keep. For whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. For the last time. Huh. Shallow.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Do you have what it takes to win at Scrabble?
Yeah.
Yes. Then apply to be a contestant. Scan the QR code on your screen or go to scrabblecasting.com.
The National Desk covers America's news now. Holds government leaders accountable.
The billions of dollars in backlog for just maintaining properties we already own as taxpayers.
Brings the best balance of national and international political news home to you.
Weekdays at 7 a.m. on CW22.
Looking to get stronger? Join Planet Fitness today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. You in?
Offer ends June 27th. Proud partner of the Carolina Hurricanes.
Your mental health is better. But having uncontrollable body movements called TD, tardive dyskinesia, can feel embarrassing.
I asked my doctor about treating my TD with
Ingrezza. #1 prescribed Ingrezza is clinically proven to treat TD, quickly reducing TD movements by greater than 5 times at 2 weeks. 98% of people were still satisfied with Ingrezza after 2 years, and you can keep taking most mental health meds.
Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden behavior, mood changes, or suicidal thoughts. Don't take Ingrezza if allergic. Serious side effects may include allergic reactions like sudden, potentially fatal swelling and hives, sleepiness, the most common side effect, and heart-rhythm problems. Know how Ingrezza affects you before operating a car or dangerous machinery. Report fever, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these might be life-threatening. Shaking, stiffness, drooling, and trouble with moving or balance may occur.
Taking control starts with asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza. Looking to get stronger? Join Planet Fitness today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. You in?
Offer ends June 27th.
Hopefully. One more commercial. We'll go back to the show. Not even. We're back now. Stats got a leg lock hold. Applied on D'Angelo. Finally breaks free. There's only 10 seconds left in this round. It's about to be over as soon as we come back. Oh, Stacks with a huge, powerful, impactful move. 1, 2, sweet. Almost got the fall. But Stacks. D'Angelo kicked out at 2. And another cheap shot after the round by Stacks. Luca Crucifino's going to come out here at some point.
I can't make fun of Channing Stacks who we brought out here. There's nobody in the corner of Tony.
Maybe we finally see Adriano Rizzo. Somebody's going to come out and help Tony D, I feel like.
And just like that, Stacks right back in there. Right now, Tony D is really going to have to dig deep to put this away.
Bunch of right punches to the face by Tony D.
D'Angelo is out here all on his own.
Leg gave out on him while he was trying to get a move. Rolled him up. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Stacks just got a point.
How much damage is done to the knee? D'Angelo wasn't even able to use it to post up and power Lorenzo up into the air. This does not
Tony D still can't get to his feet. And there's Luca Crucifino. I knew it. I knew he was going to come out and get involved at some point. Now he's acting as the corner man for Tony D'Angelo. Next round starting now.
Go to your point. I don't think Tony D'Angelo's any other choice what to trust. And look at Lorenzo
Stacks applying a figure four to that injured leg of Tony D'Angelo. Modified version of a figure four. Oh, that's because during the break they triple teamed him outside the ring. They caused some shenanigans. That's what injured Tony D'Angelo's leg.
This is 6 3-minute rounds.
3 goons standing outside the ring.
We are tied at 1 for 30 seconds.
All right, Tony D slugging it out, taking the fight to Stacks. Irish whips him. Huge back elbow. Clothesline. Belly to belly suplex. And spine buster on Lorenzo. Oh, yeah, on Lorenzo.
And right now, the Don is standing strong and fighting through the pain. Honestly, would you check? Would you trust?
Man, he throws throws Stacks over the top rope on the goons, laying out everybody. Use him as a weapon to knock down. Then now they're trying to attack him behind the ref's back, and Luca accidentally hit Tony D again. And then Stacks capitalized on it with a suplex. Knee shot to the back of the head. Man. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. And the new NXT Heritage Cup champion is Stacks. Wow. Tony D is not going to be happy with that.
Tonight's vacant pound moment is brought to you by Jeff
Dang.
Daniels. Drink responsibly.
That's crazy.
Under a spear from the Don, nearly cutting Lorenzo in half. And the former underboss, as you said, to take advantage of the injury to the knee inside cradle, wrapped up D'Angelo tight. And in the closing moments, Crucifino, intentionally or otherwise, with a bucket to the lower back of Tony D, running knee strike to the back of the Don, and staying going, chanting Stacks Lorenzo. No way. That was on purpose, but it doesn't matter.
And now the fallout. Crucifino in the ring with Tony D right now. Tries to help him up to his feet. Tony D punches him in the face.
Tony D'Angelo has had enough.
Say they don't trust him or Stacks. Now we got Jacy, Jayne, and Fatal Influence talking to Sarah Strawberry. Shunky, ducky, quack, quack, all the way around.
Blake Monroe really thought she was going to walk into the deepest women's division and go straight to the top? Absolutely not. Last week, Blake learned exactly where her position is on this roster, and that is
that's right. Last week, I still know as Mariah May. What's her name? Monroe? Blake Monroe or whatever.
She says glamour is forever.
They laid her out
The only thing
last
that's
week.
forever around here is Fatal Influence's control over this division and this NXT Women's Championship. Well, speaking of championship, what are your thoughts on the Fatal 4-Way that's happening tonight to determine your challenger at Evolution? Evolution is a historic event. I remember watching the first Evolution thinking if there was ever going to be another one, I was going to make damn sure that I was on it. And look where we are today. As for tonight, we'll be out there to see who's the lucky person to get their hand raised. But one thing's for sure, they won't be getting their hand raised in Atlanta. That'll be me.
Now Jordan Grace in the locker room doing pull-ups on the apparatus, on the gimmick, the locker itself. All right, next. Wow, Fatal 4-Way match is next. Now we got an advertisement for Evolution. Evolve.
Rivalry continues between Wendy Chu and Smiley.
Wendy Chu and Kylie Ray again. Oh, that's right. Last one was standing this time. That'll be good tomorrow night.
WWE Evolve tomorrow.
If you haven't watched Evolve, that's worth watching too, just like LFG. Both really good shows.
Jack Daniels starts here. From cave spring water to sugar maple charcoal to smooth Tennessee whiskey. made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack.
Again, y'all, I apologize for not having the volume for the show this whole time.
This green bar releases trapped hair
I assume because y'all can hear my voice, you get a sound from the laptop as well, but I was wrong.
For the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best of it.
I'm willing to deal with the distortion in my headphones just so y'all can hear the show.
Tahini, the
And we munching on this popcorn.
mild sweet, lime, and sea salt, is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to tahini it?
This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash. But this is a not flash. Vioza, the #1 prescribed hormone-free treatment approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause. With hormone-free Vioza, you can have fewer hot flashes and more not flashes.
It's gonna be good too.
Vioza reduces the number and severity of hot flashes
Talk
day
about
and
shucky
night.
ducky quack
Vioza
quack.
can cause
Miss
serious
Parker
side effects,
just
including liver
don't
problems.
know.
Your doctor will do blood
Man, this
tests
next
before
match is gonna
and
be
during
good just because of the women in it.
Stop Vioza and call your doctor if you have symptoms of liver problems, such as feeling more
Be
tired
still
than
my
usual,
beating heart.
decreased appetite, nausea, vomiting, itching, yellowing of the eyes or skin, pale stool, dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Vioza if you have cirrhosis, severe
Not only do
kidney
they look
problems,
good
kidney failure, or take
athletically, they
CYP1A2
look good
inhibitors. Ask your doctor about hormone-free
physically,
Vioza.
like
You could save on
attractiveness.
Vioza. Visit saveonvioza.com to learn more.
I said it before on this podcast. I'd rather watch women wrestling in their underwear than to watch men wrestling in theirs.
Especially when they've
Just
been
saying.
using toilet paper that doesn't hold up. Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable and it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Oh, beats up! We're trapped by dishes.
Don't worry, they've got new Dawn Power Suds. It'll power through this whole pile with ease.
Yeah, it's the dish soap with 2 times more powerful suds.
Lucky ducks.
Dawn's first suds that trap, lock, and removes 99% of grease.
So it doesn't get passed from dish to dish.
Clean and stacked.
Like ducks in a row.
Good one.
New Dawn Power Suds, the better grease getter.
Oh, weeding is the worst. But now, there's Spruce. You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Cute. But can my teeth be whiter?
It's not your fault. Teeth yellow at time. Just 1 kit of Crest 3D White Strips reveals your whitest smile for 12 months.
Whoa.
I already know this match is gonna be fast-paced, hard-hitting.
Just get one.
And this is the last commercial before we go to it.
You're gonna be like that. I know.
I'm ready. Miss Parker. Miss
This
Parker.
Monday, these 2 are legends of magic. You might think they know every trick.
Looking for jaw-dropping illusions?
Completely innovative, but it's just absolutely perfect. An illusion. There is no doubt that you're foolish. Penn and Teller Fool Us. This Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Here we go.
Friday, the lights shine bright in Atlanta as the NASCAR Xfinity Series roars into the beach state for a high-speed showdown under the lights at Echo Park Speedway. With a playoff closing in every lap,
My legacy.
every position matters.
My legacy.
Full throttle drama, high-speed battles, and no-holds-barred racing for the top racers in the sport. Don't miss a second of the action. The NASCAR Xfinity Series from Atlanta, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, only on the CW.
Oh, we got Thea Hill talking to the locker room.
You guys are realizing on LFG, and everybody
Everybody from LFG are here.
I tapped it out, or at least I thought I did. I had her I thought I tapped it out, and honestly, I don't even think it matters anymore what's right or wrong. It doesn't.
Thea Hill's always been high strung like that.
Sure know
Crazy.
how to play like
Now Laney Reed.
Wow, you just got here and already have a mouth on you. Congrats, you don't know me.
Thea, calm down, sweet cheeks. I've watched you and I realize you haven't changed a bit. But I'll be sure to learn from your mistakes and just go right past.
Okay, well, if you want to go figure it out.
Lash Legend. I knew it as soon as I heard
Say all of this and solve it later. Because I have a fatal 4-way match. And ladies, watch how the visually gets fixed up.
Ethan Page. Boo! Ethan Page.
Ethan, what the hell was that?
He's getting confronted by Avery.
Ricky Saints being Ricky Saints and getting exactly what Ricky Saints deserves. Boss
What?
Honestly, I've been trying my best to be on my best behavior for you, but this man keeps pushing my buttons every single week.
Best behavior? That's your best behavior, Ethan? That's pathetic. And I'm sick of this.
Oh, I'm sick of this too. If you can help us with both of our problems, it'd be great. All you have to do is make sure that Ricky Saints stays very, very, very far away from all legal Ethan Page, and we'll never have to deal with this issue ever again.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd love that, huh?
I would. That's why I suggested it.
Ethan, don't piss me off.
Ooh.
You and Ricky are actually required to be in my office next week. For what? Because you're both the problem, and you're going to settle it.
You know what? We can settle it. We're going to settle it on my terms, though. Siri, text Vanity Project.
Support group.
Boys, I'm going to need that.
Vanity Project, boo them too. Now, Ava, something's jumping off. Somebody's getting attacked. What happened? That Hank and Tank? Tag team champions got assaulted in the backstage area by somebody. We still don't know who.
You could say that once again. I would not want to be our general manager, Ava, but I understand right now that Sarah Schreiber is standing by.
And Sarah Schreiber is standing by with who? Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry, it is good to have you back here at NXT.
It's great to be back.
Yes, the last time we saw you was at Battleground, where you lost the TNA World title to Trick Williams.
That is a night that I think about every single day of my life, but I can't change the past, although I can control the future. And that future is TNA Slammiversary, when I get my chance to regain the TNA World title from Trick Williams. Trick has made himself very comfortable showing up in TNA whenever he wants, so I thought, why not return the favor, and I'll show up in NXT whenever I want.
And we will see you go against Wesley one-on-one next week here at NXT.
Wes is a superstar who cut his teeth in TNA, but it seems like he's forgotten where he came from. But don't worry, because I will remind him. Because he's going to face 252 pounds of pure motivation, a man on a mission, the next TNA World Champion.
Let's go.
Thanks so much. Good to have you.
Jada Parker making her way to the ring. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Miss Parker just don't know.
NXT Women's Champion, #1 Contenders Match. Introducing first from Port St. Lucie, Florida, Jaida Parker.
Good at the movie.
NXT on the CW is brought to you by Tahine. What's your way to Tahine?
That's what I want to win. Either her or Jordynne Grace. All right, I'll take one of the two and I'll be happy. Not Izzi Dame. I definitely don't want Izzi Dame to win. She's going to be accompanied by Tatum Paxley, who's probably going to interfere with the match since it's technically no DQ since it's a fatal four-way, right? Gave Tatum Paxley a Barbie doll that looked like Izzi Dame. Gave her pretty much her.
Representing the Cullen, Izzi Dame. There is no steel chair in hand, but certainly a new friend in tow for Izzi Dame. Cullen quickly becoming the island of misfit toys, and let's be honest, Tatum Paxley fits right in. Which one of these four women are going to be headed to Atlanta?
Commercial break.
Fatal four-way next.
I guess we'll have Lash Legend and Jordynne Grace's entrance after the break. WWE 2K25 advertisement. The new pack to come out tomorrow. The new expansion. 5 new playable characters. Only one of them is actual wrestler. All right, 2 of them are wrestlers. Great Khali and Abyss. I gotta do more on the island because I'm back up on the quest, man.
With Chai.
Maybe tonight after the stream, I'll play some more of the island. Did y'all see that game glitch on me last night when I was doing the weekly tower? When I was playing WWE 2K25 last night after SmackDown, after Raw went up there, it glitched. It was bad. And then it knocked my feed out because once the game crashed, it shut down my stream.
That's
my
why
live
Chime is the
reactions
#1
or whatever.
most loved banking app. Start banking fee-free at Chime.com.
This Charmin Ultra Soft
It was so weird.
Smooth Tear has
And then when it came back
wavy
too,
edges.
I
It's no
did it
ordinary
again.
spray. Charmin Ultra
No
Soft
problem.
Smooth Tear
I was
has
able to win
wavy
on the first
perforations
fall.
that
It wasn't like an
taste so much
elimination
better.
match
With
like I
more
thought it
cushiony
was.
softness.
As soon as I pinned somebody, the
Enjoy
match was
the
over.
go with Charmin.
Many people told us they'd had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before. Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before.
Where's the pizza?
Until now. Introducing Domino's new
One
and
thing I
first
can
ever
admit though,
stuffed crust pizza.
game
Try one for the first time
2K25,
tonight.
Yeah, another
it's only
toothpaste
glitched like
does
that
not
maybe a handful of times since it came out.
This one
Which ain't bad.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
Bounty Mega Roll lasts longer, so you can tackle
Applesauce and avocado, berries, butter, coffee cream, crispy fingers, deviled eggs, and empanadas, red and green.
Bounty Mega Roll that cleans fills without running out.
And mommy's got some sizzling.
Bounty, the quicker picker up.
Powerful, majestic, recreational. At Progressive, we treat your outdoor vehicles like the noble creatures they are. And when you bundle them with your home and auto, you can be sure they get the 24/7 protection they deserve. There you go. So they're always ready for your next adventure. Because that's just how we do it around here. Around these parts, around them parts. It's just how we do it here.
All right, I think this is the last commercial.
Summertime is here, ho ho E-Fest, here I come.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is here. This year, we're mixing it up with hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more. All for $6 and under. Gotta have a Wawa.
It's the best time to save. It's the best time to buy with Ford employee pricing. You pay what we pay across our entire current price protected inventory. That's employee pricing from the one automaker who assembles the most vehicles in the U.S., Ford. But you must hurry. When the inventory's gone, so are the deals. Now get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months, plus up to $2,000 total cash on Bronco and Bronco Sport SUVs, only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Another commercial. Good grief.
Travel can be a nightmare. Luckily, you rented your car on Turo. Skip the rental counter with Turo. Rent just about any car, just about anywhere.
Surely that's one of the last
Score
commercials.
limited time
Another Wawa
savings at your
commercial.
favorite snacks and drinks at Wawa. Whether you're creating
There's not a
refreshing
Wawa
drink
within
or a
40
tasty
miles from
treat,
me.
Wawa has you covered. Enjoy exclusive deals in store or on the Wawa app. Savor a summer of savings. Gotta have a Wawa.
I worked so hard for this one. It's so special, man.
It's the finish that will remember forever.
Allegiant Stadium again. Beautiful arena.
Stadium in Las Vegas
I
on
won't ever
Saturday,
forget
April
going
the
there. That
18th
was
and
incredible
Sunday,
from the
April
WrestleMania.
19th. Visit WWE.com/events to register to be the first to
Wish I could go
receive
next year.
sale information.
Chase you.
Class, I want to address something from last week. Kale, this is new to you, and this is new for me. But what I said was 100% fact. At Chase University, the toughest road creates champions. So I stand by it. Y'all need to toughen the up.
God, you know what? Mr. Chase, you're tripping if you think you're going to talk to us like that, create a toxic environment in here.
Uriah, who the do you think you are? This attitude is what built the foundation of Chase University. The same university, remind you, that you two wanted to be a part of.
Right.
Respect the fact
that I know what I'm doing. This is my university.
That's the attitude that built the university.
Don't get there.
And it's also what destroyed it.
All the ones who want to chase you to be back, I think.
Different is, I know. Can't believe I called out to him, open this place back up.
Hey, Mr. Chase. Well, we saw some carnage
Next
earlier
week,
between these two.
number one contenders match. Winner faces Obafemi at the Great American Bash. Inamura versus Troy.
For the NXT Championship.
Jasper Troy.
Great American Bash. Huge.
That should be no contest as well. Jasper Troy should go through him like nothing. And also next week we got Miles Bourne versus Lexus King.
The opportunity to shut Lexus King up personally and permanently. Bourne, King, one-on-one.
And also next week on NXT it's going to be Joe Hendry versus Wesley.
Business when he faces TNA wrestler Joe Hendry.
But all that is next week's NXT. We still got to get through this main event tonight.
Is here in NXT.
And Lash Legends making their way to the ring.
Lash Legend. Booker, are we on the cusp of seeing Lash start to become a legend?
You're talking about class is that class silly. Lash Legend. She's about to blow up, baby. I'm gas man.
The bougie bully trying to become the #1 contender to the NXT Women's Championship.
And now Jordynne Grace, the juggernaut, making her way to the ring. She got a new theme song. I feel like that's a new theme song for her.
Will Jordynne Grace be the one? Which of these 4 women will have a golden opportunity at WWE Evolution?
All intents and purposes, Jordynne Grace should win this. Just because we look at her, she's a beast.
Coming to you live on Netflix across the world. Do not miss the fallout from Night of Champions this coming Monday on Raw. We see 4 women in the ring. Izzy Dame, Jaida Parker, Lash Legend.
Ring the bell.
Of course, that woman right there.
Here we go. Oh, shucky ducky quack quack. It broke down that quick. Lash is on Jaida. Jordynne's on Izzy. Jordynne and Izzy go fighting outside the ring on the floor. Lash and Jaida still going at it in the ring. Oh, a huge shot by Lash dropped Jaida on the floor. And now they're showing Fatal Influence perched up there in the crow nest looking down at everything.
In Atlanta. Booker, what is the key to winning a 4-way matchup?
Oh, back body drop from Lash to Jordynne. Jaida Parker comes in. She gets scooped up.
It's time to look at
Lash slams her, suplexes her, and then kips up. Lash Legend is rolling so far. NXT at the bottom is a little ticker. Trick Williams defeated Josh Briggs, retains his TNA championship before running in with Joe Hendry. Javon Evans defeated Tavion Heights. Jasper Troy attacks Evans after the match. Ricky Saints defeated Ashante the Adonis. Stacks defeated Tony D'Angelo to become the NXT Heritage Cup champion. All 4 women back in the ring now. Now it's Jordynne on Lash, Izzy on Jaida. And now it's down to Izzy and Lash in the ring. Lash scoops her up. Izzy shimmies out. Back and forth. They're just filling each other out. Oh, huge slap to the chest by Lash. Izzy answers with a chop of her own. Shoulder tackle by Lash. Then a clothesline drops Izzy Dane to the mat. She throws her out onto the floor. Now Jordynne in the ring. But Lash is too strong for her to do something to. Shoulders to the midsection. Jordynne Grace in the corner now.
This is a shot for a shot.
Tries to run in. Jordynne Grace moves out of the way, sending Lash Legend shoulder first into the ring post. Now Jaida Parker in, getting some of Jordynne Grace. Irish whip countered by Jaida, countered by Jordynne, kick to the midsection, slap to the back. Fisherman suplex with the pin. 1, 2, 2, sweep, because Izzi Dame broke it up. Izzi Dame now sends Jordynne Grace back first into the turnbuckle with punch, chop combos. Back body drops it. Got her up in the fireman's carry. Oh, and then a huge slam to Jordynne Grace. Lash Legend breaks up the pin before the 1 count. Jaida Parker, meanwhile, on the top rope. And then a crossbody on Lash Legend from the top. Ducks a clothesline from Izzi Dame. Hits her with a shoulder tackle. Drops her to the mat. Jordynne Grace now. Jaida Parker drops her to the mat. Hits the ropes. Winning the ropes. Lash Legend pulls Jaida Parker out of the ring onto the floor. This is a head first into the announcer's table. Jordynne Grace now with a flying suicide dive on the Lash Legend out of nowhere. And now Izzi Dame choke slam Jordynne Grace on the apron. Oh, and then a shoulder tackle by Jaida to Izzi Dame. Just straight up chaos going on outside the ring right now. NXT, NXT, NXT. And now we're in the ring. Izzi Dame, Jaida Parker. Izzi kicks in the midsection, throws up against ropes. Tatum Paxley grabs Jaida Parker by the leg. Jaida rolls her up. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Izzi kicked out at 2. Back elbow by Dame. And now Sol Ruka and Zarya come out there to confront Tatum Paxley. Zarya puts Tatum Paxley up on her shoulder and walks her out of the arena, taking her out of there, out of the equation. Last commercial break of the night, and we got picture-in-picture coverage. Oh, Lash Legend attacking Izzi Dame from behind while she's distracted with
your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. For the last time.
Now she focuses her attack on Jaida Parker. Working on the left arm with this Parker.
Huh. I thought it was deeper than that. Only pay for what you need.
Jaida rolls her up. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Lash kicks out at 2 and then hits her with a shoulder tackle.
You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets.
Now she's doing like I do in WWE 2K25 and bouncing her head like a basketball off the mat.
Domino's new Parmesan stuffed
Now
crust
Lash hits
pizza
the
tastes
ropes
like never
and then
before.
drops an elbow in the
Because
back.
Domino's has
Lower
never
back
had
of Jaida
stuffed
Parker.
crust before.
1,
Seriously.
2,
But we
sweet.
do now. So getting a medium 2-topping Parmesan stuffed crust pizza for $10.99 when you mix and match.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch.
Scoops her up.
Oral-B's dentist-inspired brush it, hunts
Oh,
it,
she's
cleans it,
bouncing her
gets
head in
clean
between the
for
middle and
100%
top rope
clean
while she had her
Your perfect clean
in
starts
her
with
arm.
Oral-B.
And now Jordynne Grace comes into the equation. She gets put into a fireman's carry.
Tahin chamoy sauce, that tangy taste
Izzi Dame,
with a fruity kick.
she scoops her up and has, while Jordynne Grace is on her back, Izzi Dame's in her front. And she, wow, rocking both their heads like she just did Jaida Parker at the same time, though.
Welcome
In between the middle and the top rope, like she did
With
Jaida
just
Parker.
9 ingredients, Head and Shoulders Bare helps soothe your scalp and controls itch, dryness,
Now
and
Lash,
flakes.
since Izzi
All
Dame
with
head
no
first into
sulfates,
the
silicones,
top
or
turnbuckle.
dyes. Is this a cult? No.
Jada
It's a
Parker the
shampoo.
same.
Yeah, it looks great. From the #1
Jada
dermatologist recommended
mounts
brand, Head and Shoulders.
Lash Legend and puts a sleeper hold on her.
Sadly, windshield chips can turn into windshield cracks. But
And
at
then
least you can go to
Jordynne Grace
safelight.com and schedule
pounding the
fixing
ground at
minutes
Izzi
with
Dame
flexible payment
at the same
options.
time.
Get it fixed now and pay later only at safelight.com.
My
She's
kids
got a
can't hide anything from
Boston
me.
Crab
I'm home. especially when they've
Boston
been
Crab. Is
using
that
toilet
Boston
paper
Crab?
that doesn't
No, it's not
hold
Boston
up.
Crab. It's a
Charmin Ultra
freaking
Strong has
the accolade, the thing that
texture that's
Rusev
more
does. That's what
durable.
Jordynne Grace has on
And it
Izzy
cools
Dane.
better, so you can
And now
use less.
she's going shot
Enjoy
for
the
shot
go
with
with Charmin.
Jada Parker. They're both trying to apply submissions, but they're fighting each other at the same time as the submissions apply.
Showdown.
All right, here we go in Atlanta. I think we can win this race.
And now Izzy and Lash back their opponents into the turnbuckle to break the poles. Jada Parker moves out of the way, chops Izzy Dane in the chest, has her posted up on the middle rope, about to do that patented rump drop. I always say, me next. I'd love to be Izzy Dane to receive that move right there. Oh, and then she punched Jordynne Grace and sets her up for the same move in the opposite corner. Boom. Then that high step out of it, like Jada Parker always does. Lash Legend enters the ring, tries a pump kick. Miss Parker moves out of the way, tries to put her up in a fireman's carry, and then fall away slam.
Jayne is in control. Again, the winner of this fatal four-way match will face the woman in the middle, Jacy Jayne.
Tries to do the same for Izzy Dane or Jordynne Grace. Gets countered by Izzy Dane. Oh, Izzy Dane with an impactful move on Jordynne Grace. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Because Lash Legend splashed Izzy Dane in the middle of it to break up the peninsula. Now, Lash Legend, uppercut to Izzy Dane. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Irish whip to Jada Parker. Showing off her power and strength is Lash Legend. As she transitions this move and starts dropping elbows or knees to the midsection, using Jada Parker as a weapon to knock down Izzy Dane before throwing her to the mat. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 2, sweet. This Parker kicks out of 2. Jordynne Grace, knife edge, chops Lash in the chest, goes to the second row. Lash punches on the face. Now she's perched up on the top. Jada Parker, backstabber to Lash Legend.
Right to the spine. All eyes on the deepest women's division.
Punches the perch Jordynne Grace, and it goes to the second row. They fighting while on the top rope. Now Lash Legend is afraid. Puts Jada Parker in the electric chair.
Looking around, I don't even see Izzy. But what I do see is
Miss Parker shifts out of it, tries to roll up for a pin, but Lash is maintaining her balance. But then crossbody off the top rope by Jordynne Grace. 1, 2, 2, sweet. Lash Legend kicks out of the 2 count from the pin attempt by Jada Parker. All 4 women in the ring laid out.
One and only perhaps opportunity for that championship.
As we see Fatal Influence watching on from the bird's nest. Knife edge chop from Jada to Izzy. She responds with a forearm. They're going shot for shot now. Oh, that huge shot dropped Jada to the mat. And then a back elbow from the incoming Izzy. Jada goes to the second rope. Izzy stops on her tracks. Goes up there with her.
Like that Jada Parker's in a bad position. Wait a minute.
Lash Legend going up to the ropes as well. Now it's Lash and Izzy trying to double superplex Jada Parker off the top rope. And now we got Jordynne Grace entering the mix. And I know what's going to happen. She's going to jump over everybody and powerbomb, double powerbomb at the same time as they hit a superplex. Yeah, double powerbomb while Izzy and Lash superplex Jada Parker. All 4 women down again. Crowd chanting explicatives. That's why they muted it. And then even Fatal Influence in their jaw drop. They showed the replay of it.
Superhuman power. Cover. They're going to allow
Too
it here.
sweet. Jordynne Grace trying to pin everybody. First Lash, then Izzi. Now she's going to try to pin Jaida Parker. Probably want to get a 2 count from that too.
You guys see the look
Of course.
on the face of Jordynne Grace? See the frustration starting to build? She has to be feeling, Grace, so much pressure in this match.
No doubt about it. Jaida Parker
many times. Every
slams her to the mat.
Close to an NXT Women's Championship.
Springboard, tries to splash, but Jaida moves out of the way. She hits the ropes, and then the hip attack on Jordynne Grace sends her flying out of the ring. Oh, and then off the top rope, Izzi Dane with a code breaker. Pump kick by Lash legend. Lash sends Izzi out onto the apron. Forearms her to the floor. Focuses her attack on Jaida Parker. And she hits Jaida with her finishing move. Rolls through with the pin. 1, 2, sweep, because Jordynne Grace comes in and interrupts the attempt. And then running foot to the face to Lash legend, sends her tumbling out of the ring onto the floor. Picks up Jaida Parker into the fireman's carry. And then spins her down and slams her to the mat. And that's the 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. Jordynne Grace for the win. And she moves on to face Jacy Jayne at Evolution for the NXT Women's Championship.
For the NXT Women's Championship, Jordynne Grace. What a main event.
I can live with that. If it ain't Jaida Parker, I can live with Jordynne Grace. I hope she beats Jacy Jayne for that championship. If anybody can do it, it's Jordynne Grace. Since she just won the match, I almost want to grab it down off the wall. For those who didn't know, I met Jordynne Grace at WrestleCade last year. And that's who just won the match right there. Her and Jacy Jayne at Evolution for the NXT Women's Championship.
Official. Jacy Jayne, Jordynne Grace, they are going to showcase the future. The NXT Women's Championship will be defended in Atlanta at the historic WWE Evolution. Mark your calendars for Sunday, July
And she is
13th.
built like that, like for real. She's, notice I'm a little bit taller than her, and that's legit, but she is built.
Enough to step up to the ruler Obafemi. Unfortunately for Inamura, Jasper Troy still
Another
has
preview on next week's
business
NXT.
with the NXT champion. These two throw down. Winner becomes #1 contender and gets over. Also next week, Joe Hendry is saying
That was a good main event, though. I knew it was going to be. Even the matches leading up to it. The tournament last week that we had, this is the culmination of it.
On NXT. But the moment
Congrats to
here
Jordynne
right
Grace,
now
and I hope she takes that title from Jacy Jayne. She deserves it. She deserves a lot more than Jacy Jayne, that's for sure.
Jacy Jayne and the rest of Fatal Influence. What a moment it must be. Will Grace have her historic moment?
I hope so.
on a historic
Hopefully
night
that's what's going to happen. She'll
Evolution
be the new champion
for
after Evolution.
NXT.
And that's how we're going off the air after that crazy main event. As always, I thank you so much for continuing to. Wow, I just now see this comment from Logan James. Hello, one question. What's your dream AEW versus WWE match? For me, it's definitely Io Sky versus Mercedes Moné. First time ever, two of the best. Yeah, I agree. That would be one hell of a match, Logan. If I had to pick AEW versus a WWE in a dream match, who would it be? I want to say Toni Storm versus Tiffany Stratton. Your pick was really good too. Io Sky, Mercedes Moné for the first time ever. I agree. That would be one barn burner of a match. I'm not trying to pick any of those two people like you did, so that's why immediately my mind goes, because I love Toni Storm. I took a selfie with her at WrestleCon in Vegas. Her versus Tiffany Stratton. I can only imagine how good that match would be. So that's what I'm going for. If I had to pick a dream match like that. And I'll type it in the comments in case you're not still here in the chat. Toni Storm versus Tiffany Stratton. Can you imagine? Good gracious. That would tear the house down. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you so much to my 67 subscribers. Thank you for the continued love and support you show me. To those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? It doesn't cost a dime and only takes a minute of your time. Just a matter of hitting that bell so you get all the notifications and know when I'm going live. And it helps me reach a wider audience and grow the channel. While you're on my channel, like the videos, comment on the videos, share them with people, and follow me on all the links to my social media accounts. I'll be back up here later tonight for some WWE 2K25 gameplay footage. Until then, be good and be good at it. God bless you all. Peace.